like to invite the young worshipers up at the front. Don't be shy. Come on up, Asher. We have a lot of fun planned today. There we go. And you, if you want, let's go ahead and form a little half circle facing me. And you're probably going to want to stand up for this, actually. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on here. So today's reading might be a familiar one to us. It's the creation story. Who's heard the creation story already from Genesis? Out there, yeah. Well, today we're going to have a little extra fun with it. Alan, our reader, is going to help us, and as he's reading, we're going to interact with the story a little bit, okay? So Alan, and before we do that, everybody's going to participate with this, but we need the strongest voices right here. Here's our refrain, right? The part that we're going to speak back over and over and over between each of these days. You ready? It's really complicated, and I think we have a slide for it too in case we forget. Again, get ready, it's hard. And God saw, and God saw, and God saw that it was good. Hey, can we do that too at the same time? All right, here, let's try it one more time. And God saw, and God saw, and God saw, and it was good. Hey, brilliant. Take it away, Alan.
Day 1, in the beginning, God made the heavens and earth. And the earth was dark and shapeless. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
And God saw, and God saw, and God saw that it was good. Hey!
God separated the light from the darkness, called the light day and the darkness night. Day 2, God said, "Let there be a dome to separate the water on the ground from the water in the sky. That way there can be rain and snow."
All right, here we go. We're going to create a rainstorm in this building right now. Ready? Starting with just snapping your fingers. And then a little bit of thunder. Getting louder. And then softly. And God saw, and God saw, and God saw that it was good. Hey!
Day 3, God said, "Let the water on the ground be gathered together, and let the dry land appear." God called the dry land earth, and the water sea.
Who's been to a baseball game? You know what they do? The wave. All right, congregation, here we go. Starting over here. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3. Come on. And then it comes back again.
Then God covered the earth with plants, grasses, roses, apples, and broccoli. If you could be a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
So what kind of tree would you want to be? Maple tree. Apple tree. Okay, think about the best fruit tree, best tree in your mind. You ready? And become that tree. And God saw, and God saw, and God saw that it was good.
Day 4, God said, "Let there be all kinds of light in the sky."
So here's our fun one now. So a sun, I like to imagine, is like this, with our hands out like this, a big sun, and then the big moon, and then the stars. Let's do that again. So the sun, and the moon, and the stars. And God saw, and God saw, and God saw that it was good. Hey!
Day 5, God said, "Let the seas be filled with swimming creatures, And God made the goldfish, squid, and the shark.
All right, goldfish, what do? How about squids? Shark?
And God said, "Let the sky be filled with flying creatures." And God made the parrot, duck, and penguin.
What does a parrot do? How about a duck? Quack, 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 quack. What does a penguin do? Penguin?
It was such a busy day.
And God saw, and God saw, and God saw that it was good. Hey!
Day 6, God said, "Let the earth be filled with all kinds of creatures." And God made the cow, kangaroo, and the elephant.
What sound does a cow make? Moo. What does a kangaroo do? Boing, 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 boing. How about an elephant?
And God made people like you and me to take care of this big, beautiful world.
And God saw, and God saw, and God saw that it was good.
Day 7, God rested.
And God saw, and God saw, and God saw that it was good. Hey! Thank you, Alan, for that wonderful reading. Before we leave, yes, and here we go. Before we leave, I want you to turn to one another. Find a partner, turn to one another. Congregation, turn to one another, and we're going to say this to each other. So repeat after me. God made the whole world. And God made you. And God saw that it was good. Amen. Thanks for joining me up here. You can go back and sit down if you want, or go to the playground and hang out.